Hi, altcoiners. Welcome to today's Altcoin Bible. As always, if you want to watch the full version of this session where I dive into Bitcoin, I look at a couple of extra cryptos around the cherry ripe and one to watch. Make sure to become a newsletter subscriber by clicking the link below. All right, let's crack straight into my three charts I'm looking at today. Really can't go past SEI. Massive move up from these choppy lows. Really love to see it. It's a decisive move so far. Breaking that 200-day moving average with such conviction, it's a really strong signal. If it wants to continue trending, it just has to hold above that level, I think. So entries, I think, can be coming back to this region to maybe this peak here. You know, see how all just chopping through here, chopping through there. So this is going to act as support along here, plus the 200 underneath. What we do have to watch, though, is are bulls getting tired? I don't think so. Just because it's in these types of regions doesn't mean it's overbought. Well, I mean, you can argue it is, but it just means strength. It means the bulls are really, really strong and there's a decisive move at play, in my view. So this can oscillate between, you know, the higher levels, come back to 70, jump up and down, you know, go higher while price is building the staircase and going higher. So it's not always the case where you just see the RSI at an extreme point and think it's all over. It's really never like that, barring a few massive bubble pops. But just generally, that's how I'm viewing it right now. So SEI could be in for a wild ride. You could see potentially it challenge, run up to maybe this downtrend that we're seeing here. So maybe point, and it's in line. Look, honestly, where we'll go from here, if you're looking to buy in, or maybe you already have a position, taking off some risk is probably great at the downtrend line at 0.04, but also 0.04 lines up quite nicely with the next volume block. So this should run into some resistance through this level. Danger zone would be just dropping beneath that 200. All right, AAVE. Lending is really powerful narrative at the moment, particularly with stable coins as well at all-time highs, the market cap that is, and also volume. So the whole earning yield, lending, borrowing, it's a really exciting topic, and we know the big institutions and banks are really into it as well. So AAVE is one of the big players in the lending space, and I just love how clean the AAVE chart is. You've got a lot of price action above this horizontal. See, when it lost it here, it just failed from that point. We tried to reclaim it here, bit of a fake out. It's come back down, and this uptrend that it was in got violated here, had the pullback here, real big flush out with the Iran-Israel situation. And then you've got the 200 here that's been nicely reclaimed. And if price can flip this down, this trend, this higher trend that was forming, if it can sort of climb back above and then get above here, then that is a really bullish formation. So SEI is really my cherry ripe, but this chart of AAVE it's a perfect one to watch, because if it reclaims that level, fantastic, that's one tick. And then to get really confident, I think it's about that 290 level, you flip that, then she's really off. Then we're challenging for some of these highs at 375, 400, that's where I'd be looking. I've done a Fibonacci extension here for you as well. So you can see where, look, if this is the start of a much larger plays, 620, 550, maybe even 704, if we're looking at bull market heights here. You've got these previous highs here. Of course, you'd have to get a little bit, you'd have to do a deep dive on market cap where it is now versus where it was previously with the inflation. Right here as well on the technicals, I'm seeing it's climbing above 50 on the RSI. So it's got so much room to run from here. Right, danger zone, a little bit of a left field one here, but I think it's good to just keep sober and not get caught in the hype all the time. So while Ethereum, I think, is shaping up and it will do really well in the future, right now, technically, you can see Ethereum was caught in this multi-month range, broke down here, had a bit of a fake out to the upside as well, but this was a really strong move to the downside with the war situation. And this level here is really powerful. It's a multi-month support level that was now lost, and now it's being used as resistance. It's trying to close back above, but right here we have to be very sober that this is now resistance. So running in here, if it can't breach this, then it's probably coming down to this region back to 2300, 21, maybe even challenging back for these lows. But if it can close in this area above the 200, starts to get in here, then I think we're going higher, probably breaking out of the range 280 and then up to above 3000. So look, everything is sort of positioned really nice for Ethereum to have a really strong go of this. And look, if it does the same on the Bitcoin chart as well, recover its 200-day moving average, I think we can be really, really interested in it. So keep an eye on it. But right now, at this point in time, this is danger zone because it is moving into an area where I would expect sellers to be quite powerful. But if bulls can override that, then Happy days. All right, guys, take it easy. Have a great one. Bye.